on the County Line, we show you the area's own Candyland, how one woman goes from one jungle to the next. And in Titantown Sports, we take a closer look at the miracle shot. All this and more on this week's County Line.
Welcome to the County Line. I'm Ashley Bishop.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Bradford Eric.
Have you ever wondered what occurs behind the scenes of one of the largest candy distributors in the country? Hundreds of dedicated workers spend their days indulging in their sweet tooth at the Here's How packaging plant located in Grove City. The County Line's Brittany Grego takes us to the sweet spot inside the candy factory to show us just where the holiday treats are packaged.
For 80 years, the George J. Howe Company, based in Grove City, PA, has distributed coffee, nuts, and candy all over the country. CEO of Here's How, Richard Beach, explains how it all began.
George J. Howe had a cash and carry grocery store, and in the late 20s, as a little promotion, he gave away a pound of coffee for every $10 worth of groceries purchased. The coffee was so successful that ultimately in 1927 he sold that business and opened up the Howe Company.
They introduced candy into the mix around the 1950s, which remains their best seller.
The majority of our business today is candy related, both branded and unbranded items that we bring in bulk and then put in smaller packages for resale. We also roast and process nuts, and we're still in the coffee business too.
One may find Here's How products at a wide variety of places, such as Giant Eagle and hotel chains. The company recently added a new machine to speed up the process. The new technology creates a more productive workplace. Even with the bad economy today, the company remains successful here in Grove City.
Now our business has grown so much because we now have products on our route delivery system probably in about 9 states. So we go far beyond Grove City, but Grove City has been very resilient over the years.
Quality and service are the basic principles they base themselves upon.
We really rely heavily on the service component. So in other words, our people. We want to have a lot of customer contact in the stores so that they know that we care about the products that we deliver and make sure that we're there regularly touching base with customers. The other thing is the quality of products. We buy all of our candy, and so we can source candy that we know meets our standards.
In Grove City, I'm Brittany Grego for the County Line.
In addition to candy, the Here's How Company sells other items, including a wide variety of nuts and coffees. The retail store, located in Grove City, is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. The store's Saturday hours are 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Here's How is closed Sundays. Orders by phone can be placed by using the number on your screen.
No matter what time of year, it's never a bad time to get chocolates for that special someone. People in this area have the world's largest candy store just a few miles away in Sharon, Pennsylvania. At Daffin's Candies, there's plenty of sweet treats to lick your lips at. The County Line's Connor Kobus takes us to the Chocolate Kingdom to show us what brings people to this location.
Looking to satisfy that sweet tooth? What better way than coming to the world's largest candy distributor? Located in Sharon, Pennsylvania, Daffin's is known for their chocolate, but they also sell an array of candies and gifts that fill up the entire store. General Manager of Daffin's, Connie Leone, says they sell just about everything.
Besides our wonderful chocolates, which is our #1 item that we do sell, we have probably the largest Hallmark everyday greeting card selection in the area. We carry a great line of gifts, collectibles, all kinds of candy, gummies, all nostalgia candies, just anything you'd want, suckers, along with everything else that we manufacture. So.
Daffins carries a wide variety of different candies that are able to fit almost everyone's liking. From lemon lime, to lemon disc, to gala mix, caramel creams, root beer barrels, and even jawbreakers. If you can think it, Daffins has got it. People of all ages come to Daffins, not only to buy chocolates, but also to pass the time.
I actually live up the street from Daffins, so I always go here all the time and just hang, kind of walk around.
Rosales says it's the scenery and the scent that reels her in.
I just come here to walk around because I like to look at all the different stuff in here because I know I just like it, like the smell. And it's chocolate. I love chocolate.
Daffins also draws in customers for its famous and historical Chocolate Kingdom.
Mr. Daffin had a brainstorm idea of creating a village made out of all chocolate. So he started the castle and the train, and he started the village, and he kept adding to it each year for a number of years.
People from all over the country come to Daffins, even to celebrate their most special occasions.
I think the most fun thing we did in this past year, we actually had somebody from New York that saw us on the Travel Channel, and he brought his fiancée here to propose to her in our Chocolate Kingdom, which we thought that was really neat. They had never been here before, and he just wanted to come here and propose to her. So,
no matter what the holiday season, Daffins is always ready to provide its sweet treats all across the nation. I was able to walk away with my box of chocolates today, and I can't wait to try them out. For the County Line, I'm Connor Kobus.
Daffins Candy's retail store is located on 496 East State Street in Sharon, PA. Their phone number is on your screen. Call the store for more information as their hours vary.
Coming up next, we celebrate 30 years with the Lawrence County Crisis Shelter.
And later in the show, we tell you how one Westminster employee will soon leave to pursue her dream. Stay tuned for more from the County Line.
Imagine a day away from home unwinding in the Amish countryside. Spend the afternoon exploring the rich Amish culture. Wrap yourself in a cozy handmade quilt. Discover an orchard that dates back 150 years. Enjoy the freshest local produce. Treat yourself to great home cooking. Relax along the Neshannock Creek. Visit New Wilmington, the heart of Western Pennsylvania's Amish country.
This message is a community service from the New Wilmington Chamber of Commerce and WCN.
Westminster College is great for working around my schedule. I'm April Stewart. I'm an empty nester. I work full-time and I also work part-time. Westminster College has a flexible schedule that allows me to choose. Going to college is not something that I always thought I would be able to do. The flexible schedule at Westminster College has really enabled me to pursue something that I thought would never be able to come true. And so this has been a lifelong dream of mine.
Over 130 years ago, Clara Barton founded the American Red Cross. Lawrence County's local chapter of the American Red Cross is located in downtown Newcastle. The County Line's Angela Tucker talked with Service Coordinator Jody Hawes to learn more about how the Red Cross helps those in need in our area.
For most people, the American Red Cross is only thought of during a disaster or blood drive. Most do not realize the organization does more for their communities. Lawrence County's Service Coordinator Jody Hawes says there are several important areas of need.
Because we service our clients who are victims of disasters, and that's critically important at that time, but we want to emphasize preparedness because if you can prepare people before disasters, whether you can prevent a lot through giving people knowledge. So that
this preparedness comes from Red Cross classes in CPR, first aid, and fire safety. The American Red Cross also provides services to the military. This is a branch of service known as SAF, Service to Armed Forces. They are also nationally chartered with FEMA to provide sheltering.
When there is a major disaster in our country or even locally, it's the Red Cross's job to provide the sheltering.
All of these services are provided with the help of volunteers.
80% of what the Red Cross does is supposed to be done by volunteers because it's a nonprofit and we want to make sure that the money that comes into the county, whether it's through donations or through classes, is used appropriately.
Hawes says she loves all of the different aspects of her job and what the Red Cross does for the community.
I have a real desire to serve in the humanitarian area. I served overseas for a couple years in Eastern Europe, and it's dear to my heart to be able to serve people, and so to be able to be in my own local community serving is really something that's special to me.
Reporting from Newcastle, I'm Angela Tucker for the County Line.
The American Red Cross also offers a number of classes in our area. For more information, call the number on your screen or visit their website, redcross.org.
Heart disease is among the leading causes of death for both men and women in the United States. The Newcastle YMCA is participating in American Heart Month for the entire month of February. The Newcastle YMCA offers a 30-day trial membership for just $40 as a part of their Give a Heart, Help a Heart campaign. At the end of the month, the YMCA will waive the joiner fee for those who choose to continue their membership. Visit ncymca.org for more information.
Since 1981, the Crisis Shelter of Lawrence County has worked to prevent domestic violence and abuse. The shelter's services are recognized statewide as some of the most innovative around. This year, the Crisis Shelter celebrates 30 years of service to the area. The shelter's victim advocate, Heather Darkinangelo, explains their mission and foundation in the community.
Lawrence County empowers and advocates for those affected by domestic violence, sexual assault, and other violent crimes. We inspire and educate citizens to create safer communities and break the cycle of violence. In 1981, when the agency first began, we were considered a domestic violence and sexual assault agency. Shortly after that, we became a comprehensive agency and provided services to victims of all crime, with a concentration in the juvenile justice system as well as elderly. Crime affects everyone, and no one knows what goes on behind closed doors.
Later this month, the Crisis Shelter will hold their annual auction at the Scottish Rite Cathedral in Newcastle. For more information about the Lawrence County Crisis Shelter, being an auction sponsor, or donating items for the event, please visit crisisshelter.org.
Up next, we have your updates from the world of Titan athletics.
More County Line is on the way.
Should you rank a student athlete by lap times or GPA? Hi, I'm Joe Underko, Executive Director of the President's Athletic Conference, and we say both are important. 10 schools, over 600 student athletes, all on the PAC honor roll, all with GPA 3.6 or higher. PAC athletes are awarded for excellence both on the field and in the classroom. PAC athletes, academically and athletically elite.
Hello and welcome to Titantown Sports. I'm Adam Carswell. Let's get straight to this week's action. The Westminster Titans men's basketball team's regular season is coming to an end. It has been filled with a number of exciting moments, but none more exciting than the overtime thriller against Geneva on January 18th. Titantown Sports' Jared Treshuk takes a closer look on how deciding the play to force overtime was drawn up and achieved.
Achieved the impossible. Carswell was able to tie the game with 1 second left. Now, many of you just saw the play happen, but in reality, there's a lot more to happen that went into the play drawn up. With the Titans down 2 and 1 second remaining, the Titans executed a nearly impossible play. Doug Smith intentionally missed a foul shot, and Adam Carswell comes out of nowhere and tips in the game-time bucket. So I decided to take a closer look at the play. Head coach Larry Ondako explains what the most important part of the play was.
Getting Doug in the right frame of mind to go up there and make sure he missed the free throw well. He can't go up there and throw a rocket off the backboard or, a terrible shot. He had to shoot a good shot, and that was probably as important as anything.
Junior guard Doug Smith explains what his mindset was going into the play.
I've seen other people try and miss it on purpose, like in NBA or other college games, and they've seen them make it or throw it off the backboard and not even hit the rim. So I was just trying to hit the rim and not make it. But it was pretty tough to do. It was really lucky. We got pretty lucky.
After analyzing the play and realizing there was a lot that went into it, I was curious to see if I could achieve the play myself. I did interview a couple players and asked them if they thought I could pull the play off. Doug Smith actually believed that I could do it.
Yeah, anyone could do it. It's just a lot of luck, timing. So, anyone has a chance, I guess.
Junior Adam Carswell said I could achieve it, but under certain circumstances.
One's boxing you out, maybe you could get a tip in on your free throw. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure, I think at least once out of a decent amount of times you could maybe get it. We'll see.
Sophomore Kendall Hunter gave me no credit and said I could not achieve the play at all.
I could have even done it. So at this point, Jared, it'd be hard pressed to try to do that. But yeah, Carswell's a one-of-a-kind athlete here.
So after talking to the players, it was time to see if I could really pull the play off. I laced up my shoes and hit the court. I was definitely feeling good, so I felt like I had a shot. I first took the line and tried to reenact Doug's intentional miss. It was a lot harder than I thought. Even when I did miss, it was a bad miss. After so many free throw attempts, I accepted defeat and moved on to the next part of the play. I then tried to reenact Carswell's tip-in. Once again, it was a lot harder than it looked. But after so many attempts, it finally happened. I was unable to achieve Doug Smith's incredible miss, but I was able to achieve Carswell's tip-in one time. After reenacting the play over and over again, I came to the conclusion that the play was almost impossible to run. And especially whenever I tried it, I only got to achieve it once. So the play that Adam Carswell and the Westminster Titans team made that night was once in a lifetime feat. In New Wilmington, I'm Jared Treshock for Titantown Sports.
In the world of track and field, individual accomplishments are the main focus. One exception to this is the 4x100 meter relay. In this event, 4 people must work together to succeed. Josh Dunn takes us behind the scenes with the Westminster 4x100 meter relay team to find out the keys to success in this event.
At a small school like Westminster, it's not uncommon for some athletes to participate in multiple sports. Many people know Zach Henry as the kicker for the Titan football team. What some people don't realize is that he is also a member of the 4x100 meter relay team for track and field.
Dead already. So tired.
Henry and fellow runners Shane Peterson, J.J. Faltot, and Forrest Mintier took gold at the PAC Championships.
He got more than last year.
Whatever meet that was,
he had more than last year.
I sat down with the team to find out what it takes to have a successful relay team.
The last one.
There's a lot more little parts that can go wrong, and you have to practice a lot more, little aspects, handoffs, everything, and also the fact that 3 other people are relying on you to get your part done also comes into it a lot. You don't want to disappoint anyone.
When I asked what was most important to winning in a relay, I got the same answer from all 4 members.
Well, 4x1's definitely the handoffs, because if you mess the handoff off, then you're done.
Handoffs are definitely the most important part. You can be the 4 fastest guys out there, but if you don't have good handoffs, it can take your time down 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
One great handoff can make an entire race just go amazing.
I'd say handoffs. I'm pretty sure all the other guys have probably already said that, but it's really important to make sure your handoffs are super smooth.
I wanted to take a closer look at the handoffs, so I had the guys demonstrate for me. I'm here with Shane and JJ, and you guys all said that the handoff is the most important part of winning 4x100 meter relay. So I want you to walk me through what it takes to successfully complete a handoff.
All right, it may seem simple, but it comes down to trust, and handoff can make the difference between a good relay and a bad relay. But it comes down to the person that's getting the handoff has to trust the person giving the handoff. You have to trust your mark and take off as fast as you can as soon as your person hits that mark, and just trust that the person's going to catch you.
If all goes well, it should look something like this.
John.
With the chemistry they have built up, Henry, Peterson, Mintier, and Faltot look to pile up victories in the future. I'm Josh Dunn for Titantown Sports.
That's your Titantown Sports for the week. I'm Adam Carswell. Now for more County Line.
There's a place where the music never stops, where you can tune in day and night. Commercial free, Titan Radio 88.9.
Titan Traverse wants groups of all ages and size to get a grip on leadership skills, swing into teamwork, elevate their flexibility, handle problem solving, and step up the self-confidence. Call today for your custom-made learning adventure.
Theatre Westminster presents an Irish play called Beauty Queen of Leenane. The play is directed by the Pittsburgh Irish and Classical Theatre's Associate Director, Melissa Grand. The show consists of a cast of only 4 students. The County Line's Chelsea Haybarger takes a closer look into rehearsals with senior Chelsea Gallo.
Queen of Leenane is an Irish play written by Martin McDonough. It tells the story of a mother and a daughter's very twisted relationship and the trials and tribulations they go through as they're living their daily life. It's a dark comedy, also known as a black comedy, but it's not exactly the funny that you're expecting it to be. It's a very sad and touching story all at the same time, and the troubles that Mag and Maureen, the mother and daughter, go through. Maureen Folan is a 40-year-old woman who is stuck at home taking care of her mother, Mag. She has 2 sisters that aren't around to help her take care of the mom, so she's kind of stuck, and she's been stuck for a very long time. Mag is a very manipulative person and tends to manipulate Maureen into staying around and taking care of her. And we go back and forth in the play, not knowing exactly who's manipulating who. And by the end of the play, it's something you never expect between the mother and the daughter, and the ending is a huge twist. So to see how Mag and Maureen kind of go through this relationship is a very interesting plot line.
Beauty Queen of Leenane will be performed at Beagley Theatre at 7:30 p.m. from February 23rd to the 25th. A matinee show performance begins at 2:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 26th. Tickets can be purchased online or at the door. General admission costs $10. Senior citizen tickets are $7. Faculty and student tickets are free. Visit westminster.edu for more information.
The Newcastle Playhouse continues their production of Greater Tuna. The show is a satire on rural American life and takes place in a small Texas town. All the characters, including men, women, and children, are depicted by only 2 performers. The show will run every weekend until the end of February. Friday and Saturday performances begin at 7:30 p.m., with Sunday matinee performances starting at 2 o'clock. All seats for performances cost $12. Visit the Newcastle Playhouse's website for more information on this and upcoming shows.
Stay tuned to the County Line to find out which Westminster administrator will soon be a PA game commissioner.
This and more up next.
Can't make it to the game? We've got a solution. Just tune in with the Titans. watch the Westminster Cable Network, or visit WCNLive.com. Don't forget to tune in with the Titans.
The Westminster Cable Network is your only option for full coverage for high school and collegiate sports, along with the latest for campus and community news. Enjoy WCN's coverage all day, every day on WCN247.com. WCN 24/7 is also on Facebook. Find us today at facebook.com/WCN 24/7 and never miss out on Lawrence County's top stories.
With a 300% increase in applications in the last 3 years and top rankings nationally in educational quality and value, it's the perfect time to discover Westminster College. Discover the core values that separate Westminster from other colleges. Discover the Westminster Way.
The Career Center caters to students looking for guidance involving life after Westminster. One woman who helps these students is the Associate Director, Katie Edmiston. Sadly, Edmiston is leaving the college later this month, but she is leaving to pursue a dream of her own. The County Line's Hannah Puchkuski tells us more about Edmiston's choice for her new job, PA Game Commissioner.
The Career Center is a haven for students looking for guidance involving life after college. One person who helps the Westminster community is Associate Director Katie Edmiston. However, she's leaving her position inside the office to work outside in nature at the Pennsylvania Game Commission.
I started out in the area of biology and wildlife years ago. And, you know, with life takes you in different directions than what you anticipate starting out. And this opportunity presented itself, and I decided that I would go ahead and give it a try.
Going to the State Game Commission is a freeing experience for Edmiston.
I love the outdoors, so I spend as much time as I can outdoors. So it's actually more difficult to be in the office than it is to be outdoors.
After working at Westminster for 16 years, Edmiston is becoming a wildlife conservation officer. Her job includes a year in Harrisburg for training.
I'll be trained, law enforcement tactics, gun handling and firearms, self-defense, wildlife conservation and management, ecology, conservation, just all of those topics that, you would normally learn in the college classroom. We'll be learning that as well as the physical aspect of things too. So,
Sophomore Adam Seymour says he's used the Career Center to help him find his on-campus job. He says it's surprising to hear that Edmiston is leaving to work outdoors.
It's an interesting career choice, like going from helping a bunch of students, to get their careers on path and to go work for the Game Commission.
Seymour explains Edmiston is not your typical outdoor girl.
It's just, I don't know, she doesn't have that kind of rough around the edges appearance.
Those who do know her, however, are not surprised. Terry Sammons has been working with Edmiston for 11 years. She says Edmiston loves everything about nature.
Well, she loves the outdoors. She loves bears. She and her husband go to Cook's Forest a lot and just love to be in the wild and love to be hiking. And I don't know if they do a lot of camping, but I know they do a lot of hiking.
Sammons says though she's happy Edmiston is following her dream, she's going to miss her friend around the office.
We've grown close. I mean, we don't just work together all day, we do things together, and we're here in the evening a lot. So sometimes, we tease that we spend more time here than we do at home. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's the way it feels lots of times. And
Edmiston believes her time at Westminster has been rewarding not only with the relationship she's made, but also with her new career path at the Pennsylvania Game Commission.
The liberal arts education, they keep talking about transferable skills, and it is so true in the students that I've counseled, and then I'm a perfect example as a Westminster alum myself, that if you have the, ability to get a college education, you can pretty much do anything that you want to as long as somebody's willing to give you that opportunity and a little bit of training and assistance. So.
Keep reporting. That's it for us here at the County Line.
Be sure to log on to WCN247.com for all your campus and community news.
And be sure to join us again next week for another edition of the County Line.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Just friends. Isn't the